Hello, I'm Rieda. I'm going to talk about a topic that is usually misunderstood and poorly spoken of. I am a feminist. Before I say anything else, how many of you here present know what feminism or a feminist is? If you know or if you have an idea, please raise your hand. Thank you. If any of you here doesn't know what the term means, in simple words, feminism is about all genders having equal rights and opportunities. It's a misunderstood term because people immediately think it translates to hating men or anti-men movement. Why don't I call myself an equalist since feminism is all about equality? Well, when we are talking or we are upset about a certain situation, we highlight the problem, right? Women are the ones who are excluded from this equal rights, so we represent the problem and try to solve it. Some of you may question this movement and laugh it off with a common excuse. Don't make it such a big deal. Women have rights already. Well, while you are laughing at this movement, you are laughing at the 15 million girls who will become child bride this year alone. You are laughing at the millions of young girls sold into slavery and at the 70% of women in India who are victims of domestic violence. You are laughing at the 1 in 5 rape victims in the United States and at all of the people in the world who are discriminated against because of something as simple as gender. We live in a world where being female means being weak, not capable of high positions, not smart enough, not powerful enough to achieve the exact same goals men can. We live in a world where little girls are called too bossy when they want to be leaders. We are growing up in an environment that blames men for being sensitive and shames women for appearing strong. Divided into two groups, feminine and masculine, the idea that gender is not a spectrum is wrong in every way. The psychological pressure put on us without a reason, just because society decided so. It's getting old and it has always been this harmful. The emotional stress people overcome just because they want to be themselves. Society praises the saying, be yourself. But when it comes down to the story of the little girl who wanted to be the soldier and the little boy who wanted to be the princess, the tables turn. People get upset putting their disagreeing faces on just because someone doesn't want to live up to expectations. I need feminism because girls are told to cover up as soon as we hit puberty. Young girls are told that they are seen as objects and it's their fault. Young girls are told that their bodies are inappropriate, dangerous, violable. I need feminism because I don't want little boys growing up believing that anger, empty aggression, and emotional unavailability are what make you a strong man. We need feminism because these gender stereotypes must be broken down. Girls and boys can be anyone who they desire to be, not someone programmed by a society whose ideas have always been the same. In the society we live in, where everything is labeled, we don't need labels to be great. I hope one day we will not have to raise kids in an environment where they have to think about picking a toy or the color they like while fearing the judgment. Gendered clothes, brands, sports, attitudes, words, products, even personality traits will not make a better future. For every girl who is tired of acting weak when she's strong, there's a boy tired of appearing strong when he feels vulnerable. For every boy who is burdened with a constant expectation of knowing everything, there's a girl tired of people not trusting her intelligence. For every girl who is tired of being called oversensitive, there's a boy who fears to be gentle, to weep. For every boy for whom competition is the only way to prove his masculinity, there's a girl who is called unfeminine when she competes. For every girl who throws out her makeup, there's a boy who wishes his parents will let him buy some. For every boy struggling not to let advertising dictate his desires, there's a girl facing the ad industries easier. For every girl who takes a step toward her liberation, there's a boy who finds the way to freedom a little easier. Toxic masculinity, sexism, and gender stereotypes are real. They are not some made-up stuff that we've read about in social media. That's why we need feminism, and we need more people to understand that being a feminist means breaking down the walls, holding us back from our true potential. Understanding that being a feminist isn't a bad thing. Being a man or a woman means being your true self, not some made-up persona that society wishes you to be. To every student and teacher present here today, let's educate ourselves and make the right decisions towards a better future.